Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's April 28th, 2025. If you didn't take a look before heading to bed, we got a nice blanket of snow last night. That rain changed over to snow all the way down to the valley floor before kind of changing back and forth between rain and snow. But it looks like the mountains picked up some new snow. If you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation, or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. Looking around at storm totals, I almost didn't do this morning, but there's pretty good amounts of snow out there. Hyman, I think Morse Creek won with the moisture, but Hyman was a close second, picking up about 5 inches with zero point 0.6 inches of SWE. Some other highlights out there, lower Titus, that kind of looks a little bit different of a ratio. But upper elevations, definitely the drier the snow. Lower Titus and Vienna picked up about 6 inches of snow with close to 4/10 of an inch. Whereas Lost Rivers picked up a few inches of snow, had reports of just a few inches of snow from Thursday, Friday storm, so a little bit more on top of that. Stanley got hit with a bunch of moisture yesterday, 6/10 of an inch. Looking ahead at today, we got scattered thunder showers on the tail end of this closed low that brought through our snow yesterday. Snow line's a little higher, 8,500 feet today. The valley is going to be in the 50s and the lower 60s tomorrow. It's going to be getting warmer as the week increases. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit, not a well-defined band, not as well-defined as yesterday, but another weak cold front coming through with westerly winds gusting up to 20 miles per hour. And then the rest of the work week is looking warm and sunny. Friday being the warmest day before another storm comes through. And take a look at that. We'll look at that storm towards the end of this briefing. Backcountry breakdown. We got more snow, or fresh snow, I should say. And this was definitely a higher density than we're used to. So it's going to be wet and heavy unless you go up into the higher elevations, the highest you can go. Didn't look like the winds were too crazy with this one, so I don't know how much wind loading was going on out there, but as always, be on high alert for this, how this new snow is bonding to the old layers out there. Looks like we, could see about 6 to maybe 10 inches in isolated portions of the mountains based on Thursday's storm and leading into what happened yesterday. So as usual, the higher and more north you go, the drier the snow is going to be. All right, now moving on to the rest. Temperatures this morning, we are in the 30s in both sides of the pass. Mountaintops are sitting at 25 degrees, so keeping that snow nice and cool. Here's that closed low circulating over to the southeast of us. There's enough moisture still in the air that's going to fuel those afternoon thunder showers. They should be short-lived, maybe just a couple rumbles. If you're in the right spot, you'll get a downpour, but you could just miss it too. They'll be pretty small. Looking at the HER forecast, back this up to right now. All right, so you can see the main moisture's over to our east, but then towards the end of the day, you start to see these cells build up, probably with some daytime heating, and all that moisture that fell yesterday is going to be rising and creating some instability out there. So could have some pop-up thunder showers in the Wood River Valley towards the later part of the afternoon, like 4 to 5 onwards, and looks like could get one right around, let's see, dinner time, 6-ish. And then it clears out, and then we'll have this lighter band of rain, snow coming through tomorrow evening. So this won't be as significant. We'll look at the amounts right now. So this is for this afternoon. You can see tomorrow isn't even really showing any snow because the snow line goes up a little higher and there's a little bit less precip. Precip amounts for today are just a couple hundredths of an inch, so really not that much rain to worry about or snow. Tomorrow is about the same boat, more so in the Sawtooth. It looks like it's going to dry up before it gets into the Wood River Valley. And looking ahead at that next storm system, we'll just kind of look at the synoptic view of the 500 millibar GFS. So this shortwave trough is going to come through tomorrow, give us those that cold front with kind of a weak cold front. And then you can see this ridge of high pressure is going to build in for Wednesday night into Friday. So Thursday and Friday, going to be nice weather, sunny skies, warmer, approaching 70, I believe, in Haley. And then you can see this big Pacific trough working its way over for the weekends. And this thing's actually going to detach and become a closed low right here over Nevada and Utah. And this is just going to park itself here for the weekends leading into Monday. So just going to expect pretty stormy weather. The specifics on this, still 5 days out or so we'll see what happens. But the the MVM models for Titus are calling for maybe 3/4 of an inch of water, and that it could equivalent to 4 inches of snow. So much wetter storm. It is going to start out warm and finish cold, so that's usually good for skiing. So we'll see what happens. We're still pretty far out. We'll check on that Wednesday and then again on Friday.